What's going on, everybody? So, some news to talk about and to let you know about the Florida Gators. Looks like we have two more players that will be transferring from the Florida Gators. Corey Collier, safety. Believe he was a redshirt freshman. He's going to be announcing he's going to be transferring this offseason. David Reese, linebacker. He's going to be transferring from the Florida Gators. Look, you're going to start seeing these guys trickle in, and probably after the bowl game, you're going to probably see a lot more. So do not freak out. It's happening all over college football. It's supposed to be a big transfer portal this year. So there's going to be a lot of talent for the Florida Gators to maybe pick from or maybe to go after, and some really good talent. Well, with that being said, I just talked about, after the bowl game. Well, the bowl games were announced, and I believe the Florida Gators got the short end of the straw on this one. The Florida Gators are playing the number 17th ranked team in the country, the Oregon State Beavers, in the Vegas Bowl. First time we have ever, or the Florida Gators are playing Oregon State, and the first time they're going to the Vegas Bowl. This is going to be a very interesting game because the Florida Gators at the quarterback position, it doesn't look like Anthony Richardson at the time I'm making this video. I don't believe he's going to be going into the bowl game. I mean, he's a projected first-round pick. Osiris Torrance has already announced that he's going to be going into the NFL draft, so he won't be playing the bowl game, and that makes total sense. I don't blame him not one bit. To me, he's definitely a first-round pick. With your offensive line, with your best offensive lineman not in there, I just don't see Anthony Richardson playing in the bowl game. That being said, who's going to be playing quarterback for the Florida Gators? Because it's not going to be the backup quarterback. Definitely not that backup or the other backup. You got Jack Miller. Jack Miller, I don't know what's happened to his thumb. I don't know what's been going on. It's been kind of a secret. I thought he got better about a month ago, but I haven't really seen much of him. Haven't heard much from him. So, so it's going to be the backup quarterback, more than likely. It's going to be either Max Brown or Kyle Engel. If I had to guess, it's going to be Max Brown. That's Billy Napier's guy in this last recruiting class. Max Brown, a former 3-star quarterback. So, the only good thing about this is he's going to have time to get used to the offense before the bowl game. But, man, Oregon State, they're no slouch. They're one of the best. They're a top 20 rush defense. The Florida Gators' main thing, and what they're going to want to do with a third, fourth string quarterback, they're going to want to run the ball. So, without one of your best offensive linemen, that's going to be tough to do. Oregon State, man, I hate to say it, Oregon State may drag their little beaver nuts all over Florida in the Vegas Bowl. I'm trying to make light of this situation because once I heard that, I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, holy cow. I said, I don't even know who's going to be playing quarterback for the Florida Gators. Needless to say, how can I even predict how this bowl game is going to go? Because I would, if I'm Vegas, if I'm one of the bettors, you got to think 10 points plus that Oregon State's going to be a favorite. Luckily this game is in Vegas, so what happens in Vegas needs to stay in Vegas, and that's what I predicted this game. I think this game, we're going to need to forget about this game. It needs to probably stay in Vegas. So, whenever I heard that today, I was like, oh my God, that's not going to be pretty. So, but you know what? The good thing is, after all these bowl games are done, especially after Florida, recruiting happens, and that's going to be big. College football is pretty much year-round with all the recruiting and everything. So that's the actually part I really like. There's so much to talk about. As long as Florida can pull in a really good recruiting class coming out of high school and the transfer portal, I think a lot of the fan base will calm down, especially after this past season. Listen, it was a rough season, don't get me wrong. 6-6 was not what I was hoping for. Yeah, so recruiting's coming up. I'm really interested in that because I'm hearing possibly a lot of flips are going to happen. Transfer portal is going to be huge. Who can the Florida Gators get out of the transfer portal? Of course, y'all have heard me talk about the quarterback position coming out. There's a lot of good quarterbacks in the transfer portal right now. So there's not just one guy. I want the one guy. Y'all know I want that guy named Sam Hartman from Wake Forest. He's not coming back to Wake Forest, but he hasn't announced that he's going to the NFL. So possibly, okay? But there's still a lot of talent in that transfer portal that's been announced. So it's going to be a huge, man, I tell you what, if I'm a recruiter, you're going to be up 24/7. You got high school recruiting, you got the transfer portal, so you're going to be doing double duty coming out of high school and the transfer portal. So, I'll tell you what, Billy Napier has gotten a staff. So, hey, listen, all hands on deck on this year. So, hey guys, as always, I appreciate y'all watching this channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great one.